Hello punters, here we are tonight. We've got a bit of a new outlook on the mailbag, or as I know it, Dicko's mailbag. I'm trying to take the mantle away from the great man. We've got some degenerates and we've got some good blokes here. So we've got the degenerate on the end, Jack Dickens. Good to see you here, mate. And the main man with all the merch, Nick Heathcote. And obviously you two know each other.
Great to be here, guys. I haven't got a haircut, so I'm going to have to roll the beanie today.
Yeah, well, you can go down to my girls in Moorabbin, $15.
No, if you ever get your haircut, Frankie in Richmond.
Actually, Frankie in Richmond is quite a handy haircut.
If you can get in.
And it supports dog food for Peggy Dog or Peggy Dickens, so
Yeah.
which is all good.
She goes through it.
But if not, if you're in the Bayside area, there's a little joint near the Safeway supermarket there who are very cheap. Who can also do your fingernails and toes as well.
He's had a pedicure.
I had a pedicure. Went in there, got the double banger. It was bugger all.
Wouldn't surprise.
Cut me toes, clean me feet, cut me hair. New man.
Good segue into race one at Caulfield, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. But before the segue into race one, obviously the market movers still ticking over. A couple of winners during the week. Couple of horses that really heavily hemorrhaged. Not all.
Today wasn't what we wanted. We've got the hemorrhage. We didn't get the win.
Yeah. If you're a scumbag trader, you're fine. Which I'm not into that. If you bet, you bet. But if you're a scumbag trader, you would have got something out of the week if you can get on. Obviously, the Mountain Yard stuff's still ticking over as well.
This weekend we'll only have Pete from Belmont. Rob's away on a week holiday. He'll be back next Saturday, and I'm away for a month.
Yeah, but we have got a few smart people picking up the pieces for the movers. I'm not going to mention any names, but you can work it out yourself.
It's not me.
It's not me.
Definitely
It's not me. It's not me.
I'll still be doing most of it.
Look, there's a bit going on, but the movers product will still stand as it is, which is good. And look, in all honesty, that has been a great product. Even though it hasn't been turning the profits that we've seen previously, you can back something at 5. You can almost guarantee it's going to half or
Feeding the cats.
Yeah, 30% off. But when you go back to it, it's not the winners you back; it's the price you back them at. So also, Nick's here again. I hope all the boys got the Betfair merch. I'm still waiting on. Have we got the results from the Case Bet Cup?
Yeah, Drew's on that. There'll be another Case Bet Cup today. We'll announce it tonight.
Yep, we'll get that rolling as well. So look, no further ado. Let's kick off with race one. I'll start off. Ronan's Rock with our man Craig Williams aboard. Seems to have been heavily backed. First starter. Brutal 420. Hummer Mummer 550. La Parva, who was just ordinary at Moonee Valley, to my eyes $8, but could be in with another chance, and it's double figures the rest. So Dicko with the maps, mate.
I've got Mystic Journey going forward, another bit always thereabouts. La Parva gets forward, holds fence. Hummer can sort of get a nice spot, I think. Tidal Rose, Bright Eyes, not sure where they land, the rest further back. Obviously not sure where these first starters will end up, but Ronan's Rock from 1 can sort of, if it jumps well, be pretty forward. Any other thoughts from you?
Yeah, I guess early money, the map, yeah, I think you nailed it. 8, 9 and 2 will go forward.
Mate, they've told me off before, no numbers.
Okay, sorry.
Another bit,
La Parva and Mystic Journey. So yeah, the same horses. Ronan's Rock, there's a big tip around for that, but it's for Hayes and they love tipping. A little bit of money for Brutal as well. So where they'll sit sort of somewhere behind them. Hummer was okay the other day. And the other horse that was probably in the mix is Kapaki, who was pretty green. Might be a gear change there, might be Bubble Cheeker. So
how's this from a bloke?
Chris Simons gets on that.
How's this horse Brutal though? Whatever it does, you'd reckon it'd improve. It's by O'Reilly out of a golden mare. Like surely you'd be wanting more ground. You don't see many 2-year-olds with that breeding. So I'm not saying it might be something special, but to be at the races at this age for a horse of that breeding, it's a query runner for me. And at the price, it's been heavily backed. Someone's backed it who's smart, who sent the price off.
Yes, correct.
I'm surprised with Walshy's talking about breeding here. He's wearing moleskins and he looks like he's just bought 100 head of cattle at the local sales. he's dressed like a 50-year-old bloke. It's unbelievable.
People don't understand I've got another business because I've done my money on Saturday and I've worked my backside off this week trying to get some finance deals in the door. So, as previously said, I'm not hard to find. If anyone needs any cash, you know, at a reasonable interest rate, it's no problem, especially for equipment finance. Vehicles, bobcats, factory fit-outs.
Cars,
do the
with
works.
a car.
Yeah, if I can get Dicko finance for a car, I can get anyone finance for a car.
Cattle.
And there's nothing wrong with wearing R&M Williams. They're a multi-purpose boot.
I'm a fan of the R&M.
So what are you bastards tipping in this race?
I think it's a tricky race, and whilst the Hayes stable do like tipping them, if the money continued for it, I would never touch it. It would just scare me off the race. If I was going to the races, I could really have a good crack at another bit at the big price. It's run above its odds most starts. This prep in, I backed it last start each way. I reckon it ran fourth probably, maybe it's Sandown off the top of head. It's going to make its own luck. It's going to be on pace. I think the track will be pretty firm on Saturday, especially early. I don't want to be backing horses that need to run on.
Rail out's 11, yeah?
Yeah.
11 metres.
First race, I'm happy to be with one of the first three in row. And it's the one I'd take at those odds. La Pava's too short for what he's done.
Yeah, not really my go, these jump out and hidden sort of trial races. Scared the 7 on the looking at the market, and Hummer Hummer's best of the race, but it's a no bet race for me.
Righto, and they call me Wishy.
Race 2, Walshy. It's a 3-year-old fillies race over 1,200 metres prices.
$5 a field. Josephine C is favourite. Soul Star Atlantica well in the market at $6.50. Sorry, Magnesium Rose also around that quote. Miss Norway $7. Prepare to Win. You can get up to $11, and the rest of the field will be double figures, apart from Pretty Bella from Saab Hussain.
I thought Blondie will lead. Prepare to Win can kick up from 2. Pretty Bella finds a nice spot. Atlantica has enough speed to get forward. Typhoon Ruby likely cast. Josephine C finds a good spot, but what do you do with Chris Simons?
Wasn't he in Cairns last week, or Townsville or something?
I don't know, but I don't want to be backing him on favourites. Not till he's been back for a while. Magnesium Rose has enough speed to find a really nice spot here, but it's got concussion plates on. And if there is enough speed, I think Soul Star and more so Miss Norway are the two that will be running over the top. I'm really interested in Atlantica. I want to see what the market does. It's down in grade and back to fillies grade. Comes from Adelaide. I'm against Prepare to Win, although it does get a nice map. I think it's overbet under the odds. Yeah,
it looks like there's about 10 chances in this race. Again, I'm a little bit wishy here, but Soul Star was the horse that went to the line untested last time, so who knows how it would have, probably wins that last race. Probably lean that way if I have to have a bet at $7. There's probably going to be money for it. Craig Williams is on a heater, which is staggering. And Magnesium Rose, I was keen on it until I saw the concussion plate. So
yeah, I'm
7,
the same as you.
New form is sort of 7. 11 was the better run, and the unlucky run last time. But same speed map and not interested again.
Yeah, I'd be 7 Magnesium Rose, from 6 Atlantica, from 3 Miss Norway, and 11 Soul Star.
I'm going to have a say here. All the it's one of mine, Blondie. It had that.
You were tipping it. You were tipping it big last start.
And it did shorten, and it hasn't missed out by that far. It will be inside on my book. I think it's $17-18. I think like if you put Jordan in this race, it'll blow them away. But I know it's been beaten 5.5 lengths or 5.15 by it. But it's run at Moonee Valley when it won. It's going to be on pace in the right spot. It could shorten for mine. But anyway, another race where no one's really...
I don't want to launch, no.
No, we don't want to dive into.
Race 3, Walshy, 1,700 metres, benchmark 90.
Benchmark 90, correct. Looks like we've got a couple of DK Weir runners here, which is always interesting when there's numerous runners. Now, down the bottom is Mantastic, which was favourite and has been backed. So it's pretty short, 6-4 in the olds with Crown Bet.
What's that mean?
6-4 in the olds.
$2.50.
I don't know what planet you were born on. 6-4, 7-4. You know, you can get 7-4 with Bet365, but I don't know who can get on there. Guizo, $6.50. Another Coldie there's been a bit of money for, into 4-1 in the old. And Ribeye at 8-1 in the old. The rest are double figures. So what do you got?
I think Ompacolo will lead, Cross and lead. Ribeye forward, iBoogie, great spot. Mr. Clarify will kick up. They like their little mid-race move, that stable. I think they'll be good enough tempo. Quick defence from 4. I know I've talked about this horse relentlessly. It'll be further forward than it's been this whole prep.
No, you do love this also.
From like when Waller draws inside, they kicks them up.
I'm
not backing it. Another Coldie good spot. I think they can go quick enough here, and if they do, and the fence is already sort of not where you want to be, Fantastic is a moral.
You forgot one here.
Divine Mr. Radio run well. Guizo will come with it. And if it's on pace, Ribeye's the one.
You forgot one here, I reckon, for mine.
Do you want me to go first?
No, I've just got to dive in here.
We'll go on then.
Because I'm going to. I'm the host, mate. I'm on the show tonight. There's no shit taken. We're running this, right? The bearded burglar, mate. Whitey, you'll be leading this around Bling Dynasty with a Ratterboard. Barrier 8, it's going to get a really good run. You know, and it's an understated stable at the moment. Pruska's horses are flying.
They are flying.
And it would not be one I'm taking on, and it will get the midfield sit. And, you know...
I think it's the horse is priced, though, like the stable's flying.
Maybe, but second up. It's first up over 1,600, which is a... So it's obviously had some work to go into that.
There's no guarantee it gets in either. Like, quick defence, I'm convinced he'll kick up here.
It's got barrier 8. It's going to get in somewhere. It'll get in. It'll get in roundabouts. But I wouldn't. When Pruska goes to Melbourne,
100%.
They're trying. Like, I mean, not that they're not trying, but they're taking horses they think can win, because if they're not going, there's no point in travelling from Horsham, floating them, and all the rest of it. And as I said, our man Whitey will probably be leading it around, so we hope it wins so he can drink 400 Bundy cans. But anyway, you shouldn't have left him out. Sorry. Now, fire away, Scoot.
Yeah, I think another Coldie's a really good setup here. It ran really well last start, jumping from 1,200 to 1,600. I'd be backing that early at around the $5 quote, or $5.50, or if you got an odds boost, or you can dabble on the exchange. You might get a little bit of $6 before the market comes hard for the last sort of 5 minutes. I think it's going to get a great run here. Perfect setup. Fantastic if you want to back it. They're trying to rob you early. 225, one very low bookmaker, and 275, one that you can't touch. So I think you might get 350 or something like that. Fantastic, but
particularly if the first 2 races have looked on pace.
Yeah, so I think another Coldie's the early bet. Fantastic's the one that's going to run past Bling Dynasty, but
if Ben Allen was on another Coldie, does your thinking completely change?
Oh, I'm happy with Damien Lane.
No, I know, but if he booked Ben Allen, what are you laughing at?
Can't you do your buttons up, mate? Where are we going? We're going to the disco, son. Jesus. I'm going to herd the sheep, but you know,
I'm going with the
If Ben Allen was on this horse, what would you do?
I'm happy with Lane. I'd rather Lane than Ben Allen.
No, I agree, but it's kind of like a show of intent from Weir that D Lane's on it. You tick it up a few points.
There's another thing here that hasn't been brought up. Dean Unill's rides in the city lately have been absolutely horrendous, which can be highlighted by Mount Kilcoy.
Yeah,
which is directed at... He rides for the stable because he does as he's told. Okay, so he's riding Fantastic, and D Lane's on another Coldie, and another Coldie's the ones that's firm. So does that... we making any statements? I think the right people are backing Fantastic. Okay. Just providing a bit of food for thought. But if they haven't run on yet, you'll get a big price, or you get not a big price, it'll drift.
Yeah, you get late on Betfair, you get a price.
Yeah, and you'll be shitting yourself. You'll be shitting yourself at the 700, the 600, the 400. Yeah, and it'll flash. And if one of these has got a little bit of ping in it, you probably run second again. Yeah, it's crucial to see how the track plays the first couple of races, but rail out that far, usually they can run on, can't they? It's either one or the other. Like if it's 11 metres out, sometimes it depends on the wind condition. We haven't got our mate in the office here tonight to give us the wind report, who is, I believe, very astute at that. So, look, the other thing is,
I'm of the opinion that there's not enough professionals actually getting hold of some of these jockeys to say, mate, just calm down. Like the 2-year-old races, they lead and win. They don't lead and win because of track pattern. They lead and win because of ability.
Yep.
And they go, shit, the first one led and win, and then by chance, the second winner might be a leader and it's just better than them, and it runs along, and they go, and then there's a mad charge. You see it every week. And the last couple of races,
great point. It happens most weeks.
Yeah, and most meetings. It's not just. If anything, it happens more at the provincials because they're riding. I've got in trouble before for potting jockeys. I haven't got in trouble. Like I've just told people to go and get fucked. But it happens. You know, it's like I played reserves footy just because I was no good. Because I was no bloody good.
I reckon this is a ruckman. It's the shortest ruckman in the history of AFL football.
I played a handful of reserves games in the Warrnambool District League and a handful of games in the Geelong District League.
When you're looking operating, I can't see him getting airborne.
I did win the 100 metre sprint at Warrnambool College when all the tradies left. But
did you repeat or something?
No, I didn't. If I repeated, it would have been bigger because I could have got on the piss, mate. You don't seem to understand. You've got to get your head around life, mate.
I can't get my head around you winning any kind of sprint race.
This come from a bloke like that. He said his beard manicured during the week too. He's telling me off for getting the girls down in Moorabbin to do my feet.
I think there's a pretty big difference.
No. Fantastic. Anyway.
Is there a party tomorrow night that I haven't been invited to? You brushing me because you guys look too sharp with the dudes.
I'm on a plane tomorrow. I'm going to a wedding, so I've got to sharpen up. I'm the best man at my brother's wedding.
Thank God for that.
Look remotely respectful.
Anyway, but coming back to the jockeys, the jockeys at the provincials are of less ability because that's why they're there.
Yeah,
it's it's the way it works. Like there's more money on offer elsewhere.
So what's your point in relevance to the race here?
Point in relevance to the race, I reckon Dean Yendall at the moment is going through a cold spell. A couple of horses I've backed with him, he's absolutely slaughtered.
Yeah.
So do you reckon this could be a quiet run for a peak run next start? Could be.
Well, I don't know, but he might, as soon as you pot a bloke, you put a rocket up their backside. But the way he's riding at the moment, I'm hesitant to back him.
Wishy.
Hesitant.
What about the tripod on quick defence?
Mate, he just rides, mate. He's got a lot going for him at the moment because he's got a new housemate, which is pumping him up, getting him going. Another friend of the show, a friend of a lot of people out there who we all know well. So, no, he's Michael Walker's the most underrated rider in Australia. If you talk about all you blokes, the ROI, return on investments. Yeah, anyway, we're going to go out for dinner. Race 4, hurry up.
Well, you're dribbling
I'm dribbling.
Provincial form.
Yeah.
Race 4, 400 metre race. It's a benchmark 78 Walshy prices, please.
Yeah. Chris Waller, Ben Mellon, the Avenger, $3.90 is favourite. Dave Thunder, who flashed previously, $6.50.
Flashed last two.
Yeah, Mr. Gustavo, $8.50. And, sorry, I forgot Demolition down the bottom. Geez, it looks well graded as emergency here. $4. D-Lane aboard. Geez, I don't mind that. Netherfield well in the market too. Looks like a race of, $4 a field, a few chances. So what do you got on mapped as, mate?
Redefine and Mert the Flirt could try and push forward. But either way, Ballet Master and Harbour Grey runs a race. Mr. Individual can find a pretty nice spot. I think the Avenger will be back on fence. Dane Thunder might get a little bit closer, which is quite scary the way he's been hitting the line. There's a couple here like Thard, Sentinum, Mr. Gustavo, Strike Force, which I don't know where they're going to land. It doesn't look good. But also that leads me to think there's going to be good tempo here. I think Demolition will be winning. I'm quite confident of it. As long as we get this tempo, which I think we will, I'll definitely be having something on Ballet Master and Harbour Grey. They'll both have a really nice run. They're both flying at the moment. They're big odds. Sort of back three here. And pretty confidently, unless, which I'm glad you're on. I'm penning Mr. Individual because we got burnt by at Caulfield, but I'm glad you're here because what are you doing with the Avenger? You're the Sydney man.
I can't believe the price. Dropping back in distance. Sure, he's going to be sort of in the first half of the field, but I saw Mellon on, and I love Ben Mellon as a jockey, but I think it's late in the day.
Yeah,
I just can't have it.
Good.
Yeah, it's going to be my late.
I thought it was like a $9 chance or something like that in the market. The 4 kilo drop, Demolition looks perfect here. Lane on for Willow, even though Willow's on fire and everyone will want to be on Willow. I don't really care. Frosty's good enough for me. Mr. Gustavo was a really good run, fresh, but he's a 7-year-old horse. So
With the Corsons.
second up 7-year-old horses, on that last thing that the Prushka horse is second up too. So like, yeah, I'm just wary of those older horses second up. It's just I haven't got any data to back that up, but I'm really wary about that. And the other horse that I just thought was a query, just because it's so short in the market, was Netherfield, Mick Price. I'd be keen to see what the flux do there. It'll be sort of, he might get too far back, to be honest.
It'll start double figures.
Yeah, so back it late if you like it, but if there's any sort of late money in the last 5 minutes, it's just an interesting runner there. But Demolition looks the bet.
You just got to hold. You just got to pray to God that they go quick, and then pray to God that D-Lane gets
splits.
even luck.
Yeah.
However he rides this thing from 7, he just gets even luck, and it'll fucking hit the line.
Yeah, it looks a good
It was
bet.
enormous at Moonee Valley, which everyone loves, and Craig. He slaughtered it. I borderline wasn't trying at Moonee Valley.
Good.
It was jammed out of the gates. Go watch the replay, get the head on from the stewards and slow it right down. It was no intent of winning last start, and it fucking hit the line real hard. It was big in condition. Beautiful profile to piss in here.
Good.
False favourite, beautiful market to bet into. And when we're playing for luck, and I found 2 others that are going to be on pace, so that's how I'm going to play it.
Yeah, if you're new to Betfair, the Avengers a good start. Good start to your lane career. Try that and see how good it feels. It feels different to backing winners, I tell you.
There's I think I've spoken about it before. I had a really big day one carnival. I didn't have a big day. I had a massive race. I laid Exosphere that plays Sydney horses in Melbourne, which people love to jump on me back about, but nothing wrong with laying them the place either. You might be able to cop it at $1.80 the place early in
that's
the piece.
a good way to look at it.
So you go each way. Well, punters bet with me each way, so I can lay them each way as well. On the
I'd say blame just to win.
Piss week.
Piss week.
Go double banger. Yeah, the best ones, some of the really good feels are when you lay them like a $1.80 shot each way. You know, you might lay a leader and there's mad speed in your race and you know they're going to burn it off and run over the top of it, and they have a heart attack in the last 50 metres or in fourth. Like I spoke about the other week.
What's his choice?
Lucky for all. Lucky
creativity.
For all.
Remember I said to you, how was the day? I said, mate, Blake come up and he took $1.28 the place for big money, and like place punters, Jesus, you know. And thankfully, knock on wood, it's not a wood, I don't know where the wood is, got rolled, something for the battlers, cat's got fed. We're still here. Cat's got fed, toes got done,
Friday night.
hair got cut. So anyway, look,
Righto, race 5, Walshy,
heavily
1200
on
metres.
demolition.
It's a mare's race, 1200.
Righto. Realito, and then Divine Quantity, Mamselle Test, and then
What prices are we talking about?
Look,
you're hosting the show, mate. They need to know the numbers.
Open up. Even the bloke from the Herald Sun.
He's off the bit.
Even the bloke in the Herald Sun.
It's always easy to look, isn't it?
Jesus Christ, can I get a word in? Even the bloke in the Herald Sun can get this one. Rialto is $1.70.
Rialto.
Yeah, it's $1.70. Craig Williams aboard. Divine Quality $6.50. Mamselle Test $9, and Live on the Wire $7.50, which I missed up at the top. But this is short, like proper short, but probably wins. It's short, but I don't know what's. This is a hard race to play into, just from.
I think it's a great race to bet into.
Yep.
There's a tricky map here, and there's horses that want to get forward that can't. Modern Wonder's a tricky horse because it's first up weird. It's as positive stable change as you can get. Probably as bigger than Henry Dwyer with.
Second up, is it, or first up weird?
I think it's first up weird.
It's second up, but first up weird.
First up weird.
Yeah. Sorry.
Here the Chan will create some pace, can't win. Mamselle Test sort of like just doesn't win. Shiavari's got pace.
Belwazi's got pace.
Belwazi's scratched, I think, Walshy.
Oh yeah, it is too. I've been doing finance all week.
Sharpness and Mystified will hold spots and keep a lot of these horses out. Life on the Wire is fast enough to lead this and find fence. If they are holding, if leaders are not disadvantaged, this thing each way is a great bet. Realito is nowhere near $1.70 chance. It's a $2.50 chance. It needs luck. Its times weren't huge. Divine Quality is dropping back from like a good race back to mares.
Will she be scratched?
Well, if she's not, they're coming home together. Like, fuck.
I don't disagree. I reckon
$1.70 is fucking poisonous.
Well, I didn't not say that. I said it's short.
I think it's poisonous.
Yeah.
I'm really keen to have a good crack at Life on the Wire each way, like 1x3, 750, 225, probably something like that. I think I wrote it actually down that page that you pinched. I think it's a great bet. It doesn't need any favours. It'll make its own luck. This is a horse that SP'd like $6 versus Spanish Reef in a Group 2 mares race.
Yeah, it gets all the...
Over a mile too, so it's not going to stop.
And it bolted in at trial. I think I won a trial at Hobart over that Tahitsi.
Yeah.
And made it look second rate.
Yeah, I'm really keen it, yeah.
Yeah, 750 is a good price. And knowing how the Betfair planners play the leaders, it's probably going to shorten from that quote, especially if you Sharpies have found it.
Yeah,
I'm fair nothing, mate. I'll just come in and have a couple of beers, get out of the house. Get out of the house and the office.
So yeah, patience if you're going to dive into Rolito. But yeah, Life on the Wire looks an okay early bet here. Sharpness, yeah. Sharpness is probably the roughie that I like. You guys might disagree because Walker's on it. But yeah, I'd sort of like a 3 kilo claimer.
I've marked it shorter than it is.
I thought they might claim, and it was a better roughie. Like I'd like it with 51 kilos off a good run against these. But I think the one and the 3 got probably too much class for it anyway. Might be a good place, but
Righto, race 6. Mount Kilcoy, 2.8. Mascalino, $3.10. Look, long odds the rest because the next one's trained by Henry Dwyer, so we'll just give it a miss. So there's 2 horses in this race. Discussed.
$10.
Legal is a good midweek winner. $9 seems pretty short here, stepping up in grade. Pace, sorry. Mistrust can go forward. Fanciful Toff wants to be forward. Mascalino always gets forward. They're all drawn wide, so there should be good early tempo here. Jetta, a header, will get a nice spot. Under Oath will probably get cross, and those 2 will get little suck runs. El Devo, who was absolutely slaughtered at Pakenham, we backed it.
Can you just read that name out again?
El Devo?
El Devo.
Il Devo.
There's a few Devos around. Yeah, I just, anyway, degenerates, El Devo.
It was slaughtered.
El Devo, El Dickens.
It was slaughtered and gets a nice run. I think Kilcoy could be forward. Berkshire Lady can get a nice run. I think there'll be okay tempo here and it'll be a good test for some of these. Mascalino's been up a long time. It's the best horse in this race that we've seen.
Do you think? I think they have to lead now. Like, I don't know how much ping it'd have left because it's been up a long time, hard fit. I'd just be pushing over from 14, and if you think it's leaders, I'd just be trying to go straight to the front and catch me if you can, like run me down.
I do not know how I'm not going to back Mount Kilcoy again here.
I'm not going to touch it. I think it's under there.
I just cannot see why I won't. Without doing any...
This is a trickier run than it had last start. Like last start, he just took like he could have gone here and he went here. This race, he's going to get pushed into a spot.
Here's about the $1.10 chance. How can Zach Spain possibly win on that? And within the next fortnight, I'll see him out the pub somewhere and you go, I heard you on the show. And
He's won about the last 2 starts though.
Yeah, I know, but he's... Once again, he's a claiming apprentice. I don't think he's still working his way. He's a bit like Harry McKay at Carlton. They're also playing him in seniors, but
but Under Oath is like a dead set like duck.
Mm-hmm.
It's one at Swan Hill in like one of the lowest races of all time.
We backed at that though.
Yeah.
What about Flemington? Like
it's going to be
big
firm.
Track back to like Caulfield.
I just think
is that a negative ever?
Of course it is for the horse. I just think Mount Caulfield.
Mascalino, it's a positive.
No, Mount Kilcoy.
Oh look,
negative.
When I go and do the replays, I just know I'm going to be with Mount Kilcoy. So.
Yeah. I think it's too short, so I reckon they'll take it on Mount Kilcoy.
Yeah,
I think it'll drift a little bit. I think the money will come from Mascalino, or the robots or whatever they are. But my negative is just big track back to Caulfield with Mount Kilcoy. But looked good before the race. Mount Kilcoy, he just looked like he'd come on so much. I don't know much about it, but
it was perfect. Oh, we bet him. Like,
if the phone
and I didn't want to back that sort of position in run because that good we did.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to get it. I think he's going to get a lot worse on Saturday, and he might not even be suited. It might be worse to be back. I think the only way to play this race, there's 2 ways. The first way is to just not even bother because it's fucking tough. But if you want to back something, I'd back Berkshire Lady each way, real small. It's a wrong price.
I might go with Walshy late. I might back Mount Kilcoy late and.
I'll be up there on the 3rd level at Caulfield, and I can almost guarantee if none of my phone clients ring up and back Masculino, I'll be top odds. So if you want to come for a walk, odds are on the board.
Love it.
Race 7, Duke Box, $3.10. It's been a bit of a spruik, I reckon, about this horse. Voodoo Lad, $4.40. Crystal Dreamer, $4.60. Ashlaw, $6.50. God bless its cotton socks. Innkeeper, geez, it's up in grade for mine, $6.50.
He loves taking it on.
Oh, it's bloody stiff. I would have won the Betfair.
I reckon he
I would have won the Betfair.
offered like a share in it or something and didn't take it.
No, I would have
It
won
was
the
a bull horse.
I would have won the Betfair comp if it got rolled at Swan Hill. I would have shown him the short back and sides. Instead, I ended up with nothing. And if Kevin Sabre's watching this show, he still cheated and done me out of the places.
He did actually.
He did cheat, and he did
put
not.
in a bodgy.
He put in a bodgy.
He banned place lays, and he's put one in when I was away on holidays.
Yeah. And
So I was away for 5 minutes. It wasn't a genuine holiday. And he got you. So he's handled you for a monkey.
And then we said, righto, mate, none of this shit. We can let you stay on the ladder, but you got to have 3 tequila shots at Warrnambool.
Didn't do it.
And he wandered away. Piss week. Absolutely piss week. Not happy. You know, done me out of a monkey as well. So, anyway, righto. So what are we doing here, Dicko?
All right, good pace from Sunday Escape, and Innkeeper will kick up an old Ashlaw behind Innkeeper. I think he'll let it cross it. Show Piero could kick up as well, but I think it'll just take the sit, one back, one off. I don't know where Crystal Dreamer and Deucemus will land. It's hard to gauge what they want to do with Deucemus because they dead set hooked it last start so it wouldn't take on Nature Strip and gifted it a fucking race and just choked down on Deucemus the whole way. So considering the thing couldn't breathe for 1,000 metres, it did pretty well. Where does it land here? It's got the pace to be anywhere it wants.
Yep.
Jukebox will probably toe in behind Deucemus. I think it's the one that'll run on. It's typical weird setup here. And Voodoo Lad will be back there with Jukebox.
It's a great.
I'm so tempted.
It's a tricky race.
I'm tempted to launch Deucemus already because it's a big price. I think the probably correct play is just to wait. So what is it now? It was $9.
Yeah, $9.
Yeah, like I'd start chipping in at like $7.50 for the right people who've sort of backed it.
And it looks.
Because you know they're trying. Like they weren't trying last start. No, they're trying now. Or they're going to try the next start. You've just got to try and figure out when they want it to win. It's ready to win a race. Like that first up run was huge.
Innkeeper just keeps winning. Like he puts himself in the race. Linda, Caulfield, if it's leaderish. Sometimes I think people stop backing a horse because they've won out of error, and jump off too early. So until he lets you down, if you've been backing him, keep backing him for this race at $7.50. I think it's a fair price to find out.
Are you concerned
if he's up to this level? And like off the heavy 36 days between runs or 6 weeks or whatever. Slight queries there, but
he hasn't seen a good track this prep. That's what my concern.
But he's standing at once again start level.
At $7.50, I'm happy to try him, and he might shorten off that quote as well. In play, you might be able to get off him as well. Wishy, you actually really like 1,200 metre races, and you sort of seem to nail them. I'm sort of getting that pattern from you and your profile. Like you nearly got this horse beat at Swan Hill with the roughie.
But
State Currents is still pretty fucking bit of point. That's that first one Eagles.
Yeah, that race.
We fucking launched at that, and it should have won. It was in front, 200 to go.
Wake up and
but
smell the coffee,
it hit a goat track part of the track and just stopped.
It was a cow paddock, Dicko. You know,
torture.
It's a cow paddock, Jonathan. You don't understand. It's a cow paddock.
I think Innkeeper's a wet tracker.
Okay. All right.
I got a. There's a few blokes from Warrnambool in it. There's a Greg Bull local painter, good fella. I think Scotty Williams.
No, he's not. He could have been and didn't.
No, I didn't. But I'm happy to take it on.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Now there is a bit of a gear change here that you blokes haven't mentioned. Now, Karen Maher's another Warrnambool bloke. I said, mate, what are you doing with Jukebox with these glue-on shoes? He goes, no, it runs.
They're off.
They're off.
They're off. They're
and
finally
that's
off.
a massive positive. So he might have got a fair bit of work into this horse. This horse might be
ready to roll.
It might absolutely blow them away. Because if
100% it could, yeah.
With the glue-on shoes off, his feet are right. Like,
I think there's 4 horses that want to get forward. It's going to make this a really good race. And then the best horse is going to run over the top. And if Jukebox is right, it's probably it.
Yeah, it's a fair call. I don't really like the race. It looks just really tricky, like a real...
I think the first 3 will be Deucemus, Jukebox, and probably Voodoo Lad.
Right, so what are you tipping? You're tipping Deucemus
each way. I'm
tipping
Deucemus each way.
Right, what are you tipping?
Yeah, I don't really like the race, but going to head, I'd just like Innkeeper to win to shit you. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can. I love it.
No, like a horse that wins a lot, like don't jump off him. Like let's find out if he can win on a good track at this level. He's fresh, and he's a winner.
You get a fair price. You get a fair price to find out.
Yeah, exactly.
The only joint I laid in that was Swan Hill, and the difference between like we thought we were just jogging until they hit the shit bits of the track.
No, I was watching the race at the 200 metre mark, like in play betting.
Yeah.
Which was shit. Don't ever try it at Swan Hill. That's where I was watching it though. Fucking first among equals was in front of it. It went past me. Right.
Was Yendo on first among equals? Might have been. He did something. Yeah, he cost me at Swan Hill. He's cost me a lot lately.
No, it was a good ride, but that outside part of the straight, the last 100, went from like a heavy 8 to a heavy 14.
Yeah, and that's what...
That last like 75 metres, and they all stopped.
Yeah. So, look,
yeah, sickening, because we had like that going for so much, remember?
The final
fucking the next minute we hit the cow.
There's only one way to speak. It's through your kick.
Yeah, well, no.
Righto.
1,200 metres your go, so ball's on the line, you're saying jukebox, watch out.
Oh, jukebox could, if it's right, it's 2's on chance. Like if you put nature strip in the race, what odds is nature strip?
Fair play.
And this thing's got better form through.
Wishy loves 1,200 metre races, exclamation mark is what's written on my
thing,
so leave it
race 8, 400 metres, was 3-year-olds.
Now let's have a look here. Now the first horse I looked at here was Summer Sham. What an alarming drift last start, $9.50. Snitzer Peg, $8. Usain Bowler, good winner at Moonee Valley for the mailbag team a few weeks back, $6.50. Reserve Street, Mountain Yard Mail winner at Pakenham, Big Phil, $7. Street Chic is the favourite that ran a nice second to El Passam 2 weeks back.
A luckless sec, should have won.
And once again, thanking you, Street Chic. But Street Chic is the favourite. Reserve Street, Snitzer Peg well in. King's Authority also around the $10 mark. Righto, Dicko, fire away.
Street Chic needs luck from the draw. If it finds it, it'll be winning.
Wow.
El Passam had like really good, favourable run last start. We were both tipping it. Good result. It'll get a similar run here on Saturday. Summer Sham will cross. It's not up to this. I think it drifted its correct price last time, looking at the numbers. I'm hard against it. I'm hard against Reserve Street at the price. We've had great results on it, but this is a big step up. It's poisonous odds. Like I reckon we took almost $7 when it went at Pakenham.
What else are you talking about?
Reserve Street. 0 to 58. I think
now we're racing on Saturday against like good horses. It's a joke. Streets of Avalon could bob up, but I don't think it will. Snitz Peg gets a soft run. Scared of it. King's Authority, a little bit scared of it. And Usain Bolt, I think, is too well found. But Mickey D back on suits. He was the guy who got the most out of the horse at Moonee Valley. But I'm keen Street Chic. I think it's the best horse in this race by a fair way. With luck, will be winning.
Another one that got beaten on the cow paddock at Swan Hill.
Yeah, and then with luck, it won last start.
Yeah, and
ran up its ass. Yeah, thankfully it did. It's a good result for us. It didn't, but watch the replay, which you love doing, and it should have won.
Righto, Dicko. Let him loose.
Yeah, I think Dicko's on the money here. Oh, like yeah, so Street Chic has got to be a chance. 51 kilos. I just love it when there's a horse with some ability on at 51 kilos. That sort of turns me on a bit. The horse that I thought had a really quiet run last start was Snitz Peg. And although he stays at the same distance,
chop on,
chop still on.
Can't believe we missed him on after last.
And then you've got a great scenario here because you got barrier 14 hooked, schnicked or whatever you guys call it.
Schnicked.
And then next thing you know, he's barrier 1.
Punched out.
Yeah, punched out.
Good speed on.
He's actually settled second in his career at Caulfield over this distance. A long time ago, and I think he won it at $10 over Lord Sandowner or.
Yeah. I remember it.
So at listed level.
Yeah, it's a good race.
Okay, so here you go. So you've had okay run first up at the Valley, trying to get fit. Last start, snicked. Here he's third up, 1400. Got the foundation. It's weird. It's $8.
Do you take the 8s or do you wait for the 6s?
Actually, I'm starting to get really horny for this. Just thinking about it. I think this is probably the best each way bet of the day. I think this is the grouse.
I think it's the second best each way bet of the day. I think that life on the wire that we both like.
Yeah.
Makes the same luck.
I like this. Yeah, I'm keen on it.
Righto, can we pause this? I need to go to the toilet.
No, we
No,
can't.
we're nearly done.
Righto, race 9. Here we go.
What sort of
What a
host
host.
are you? You begged to step up for the hosting.
I didn't beg to step
you
up. I
didn't
said,
wanna
I've done
go
no
for
form. I said, you want me to come?
We're
Like,
so
you know.
lucky that it was hard to get him on.
I don't know. I don't think you're as funny as the host.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably right. But
Race
anyway,
9, 1400 metres.
yeah, Barcelona's a favourite here. Right, $3.90. Malay's $5.50. The Answer My Friend, which is a first up for Darren Weir. Magic Waters at Warrnambool, been back $4.80. Yeah, it's just got something there. Widgie Turf, which is a very honest campaigner in my book, $6. Look, this is a race with plenty of chances. I'm gonna say it now. Case Bet Cup race 9.
Yep.
Well, good
Agreed.
call.
All right.
Might there.
Chamois Road, Chamois Road or Widgie Turf's getting scratched. Mitch Aikens booked on both. Chamois Road will cross and lead, I reckon. Top Me Up will go with it. Gets a very positive jockey change. D Dunn gets on. Barcelona will kick up and probably they'll take it on. And you'll have to let him go. Master Reset forward can't win. There'll be a bus there on the rail, stopping them as they hit the straight. The Answer My Friend with Weir, I don't think will be pushed out. I think it'll get cover. Typical cover. It'll be 2 or 3, 4 pairs back, 1 off. Call Me Handsome there being a pest. Onslaught has speed. There's good speed in this race. If Widgie Turf's here, it'll be winning.
Oh, I don't know how you can be so confident in a race so deep.
I'm penning The Answer My Friend. It is.
Don't worry.
Like, there needs to be a
I've got
severe.
first play.
There needs to be a massive investigation if this horse comes out and wins.
What do you mean?
Because has Henry Dwyer got 2 arms and 2 legs and a brain?
He's a good
Horses
fella.
can't go from
Great guy.
this to here to here. It's just not right.
If we were doing a, what do you call it? You call them podcasts, don't you? Well, Milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, you know? Like, who knows? The wheels have fallen off. Like,
Yeah, so how do the wheels come back on it? Well, it goes up the sandhill. It should not be the price.
no,
it is.
but mind
It's
you,
wrong
when's he
price.
got... Yeah, 21st of April.
I hate this horse. I always find it in the yard. I fucking hate the Answer.
Yeah, but hating horses.
It did have plastic... It did have...
Having
concussion
said all
plates and
that,
that sort of stuff.
I think Widgie Turf's the one to beat, but I'll be backing Barcelona as well if it's on pace. Like I think it might be pretty hard to make ground if it's firm on Saturday.
Right.
Something
It's rock hard fit, makes its own luck.
Do we announce the what we're going to be on the Case Bet Cup as well?
Yeah, well, I'm announcing it. I'm on Widgie Turf.
And what did you?
Oh, it just took me off.
I just said there when it started, I'm like, if I put an emphasis on Widgie Turf, and then the scumbag with the crap beard grabbed it, so bugger. Widgie Turf, Jay Walsh. Thank
Okay,
you.
so I'll go next. Barcelona's the obvious. Great run. And it's got one of those 51 kilo scenarios again that I sort of like all the time. I can see why everyone likes it. I can't pick the favourite. So, the horse that I'm going to go for that I don't think will run last, because I used to try and give everyone a go here. Mask of Time is the one. So, tongue tie first.
It's courageous how you do this.
First time. I don't think I've got one that's run last.
You haven't, but you take them
Anyway,
on.
so tongue tie first time. It's a $21 chance. Maybe they thought it was a miler or a further distance horse. It's been freshened up. Mickey Deidre is not a bad barrier. I think its first ever start, it ran on really well. And then it went to shit the next start. So maybe got tongue over the bit the next start. They've put it out. Freshened him right up. 1,400 metres each way. Could be the scary joker in the pack. The blowout knockout chance that is the Case Bet Cup. Ruffy.
I'd take Chamois Road, but I think it'll be scratched. Because Widgie Turf looks
Well, take one then.
suited here. So I'll take Onslaught, who was fat for me at Sandown.
Righto, great. So you're on Onslaught. Now,
Stay calm, mate, stay calm.
No, I've got to go to the toilet. Japanese bladder, they used to call it, but now Japanese make good shit. That's fair dinkum. These old school comments say, anyway, you just don't understand. You don't get it. Now, I like this. Who is Jared? Captain J. One moral for the weekend. Me doing my ass on the punt and drowning sorrows in a family feast, mate. Don't knock the KFC. Ledge, it's all right. So now, Dicko, what are you going to get this bloke more chicken wings with? Go and declare a winner to him. Give him something.
Okay, the best bet on the card is Demolition.
Righto.
Best value bet on the card is Life on the Wire, and lay of the day is Realito.
What are you doing?
Back Snitzer Peg. You'll be eating very well if it wins. And lay of the day is the Avenger at Betfair.
Yeah, I'm with you as well.
Lady Avenger. Lay melon.
On the eye of
Love melon.
Jay Walsh is back Mount Kilcoy and fill up.
Back at late though.
Back at late.
Yeah, they might take it on. Big track to little track.
Righto.
I'll have a case that doesn't place.
Oh, no way. Can I get a case?
Yeah.
Beauty.
He did pay $78 for a slab here of
Mountain
Mountain Goat, which I can't believe the beer's good, but he is pissing off for 4 weeks, so we want us to forget.
Yeah, we've had a good
Thank
run.
you to all the great viewers out there. And
Anything else?
We'll be back in the warmer weather.
All
Benny's
products,
off.
results, everything's on the website. Pete will be flying over. He'll be killing it at Belmont. He's due. Yeah,
Yep.
a little bit of a tricky run there, but he's back.
Yeah, he's got some grouse shirts if you've seen him too, so...
Oh, his kit's always A
Yeah.
grade.
Righto.
Good luck. Have a good
All the
weekend.
best.
Bye.
Thanks.